This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. If you pay attention to American politics at all, and I'm assuming you do, because you're here, you notice that Republicans don't have any policy prescriptions at all. They don't run on a platform to make America better. They gin up fake, phony, absolutely bullshit culture war fights, and then they run on that. They whip the low-information conservative Fox News audience into a frenzy, and then they sit back and watch the chaos. They don't... They have no... They have no ideas to lead America into the future. Zero. Other than sowing discord and chaos in the country. And Josh Hawley, who I'm going to talk about right now, he's no different. If you'll remember, Josh Hawley, the smooth-skinned senator from Missouri, who stood in solidarity, raising his fist in solidarity to the men and women who would attempt to overthrow the United States government. The insurrectionists on January 6th. His new thing he's banging on about is masculinity, which is the right has a fascination with manliness, and masculinity, and he's making it a feature of who he is as a politician, rather than introduce bills that would better your lives and the lives of his constituency. He's prattling on HBO with Axios about the greatest threat to America, and that's the non-masculine nature or whatever of men in America. It's the same refrain you hear. I'm going to play the clip here in a minute. But it's the same refrain that we hear about alpha male this or that, or no one can ever really define it. But I know this, having served in the Marine Corps and lived a life, that the dudes in your life that you know who are alpha males, whatever that is, they don't talk about it because they are. Men who are traditionally masculine don't need to talk about it and certainly aren't obsessed with the level of masculinity of others. They just be. They just do. They go out and do their jobs. They provide for their families. But this is, I mean, it's beside the point that I really don't even know what it is. No one can really define it. Even Josh Hawley tries to say what a man is. Oh, it's a husband and a father. And I got questions about that. Anyway, here's the clip, very brief, fewer than 2 minutes. Watch this absolute train wreck on HBO.
Senator, you gave a pretty hot speech at the National Conservatism Conference in Orlando. You talked about the left's attack on men of America.
Yeah.
Why masculinity as your new big issue?
Well, I think what the left is doing is attacking America. They're saying that America is systemically oppressive and men are systemically responsible.
What's a man to you? Paint a picture.
What's a man? Well, a man is a father, a man is a husband, a man is somebody who takes responsibility. As conservatives, we've got to call men back to responsibility. We've got to say that spending your time not working, and we have more and more men who are not working, spending your time on video games, spending your time watching porn online while doing nothing is not good for you, your family, or this country.
So a viewer's watching this and they're thinking, really? What the liberals are doing are going to push me to watch Pornhub more or play Donkey Kong more? Do you mean that literally?
Well, what I mean literally is that I think the liberal attack, the left-wing attack on manhood says to men, you're part of the problem. It says that your masculinity is inherently problematic. It's inherently oppressive.
What's your basis for linking that to what liberals or the left, as you would say, do? Is that based on data or based on a hunch?
Well, it's policy over many years. I mean, if you look at the policy of deindustrialization, those are policy choices Mike pursued over many years.
Wait, how does that connect to porn?
Oh, well, you've got men, 16 million men, Mike, who are idle, who don't have anything to do. Now, partly that's their own responsibility, but also partly it's because jobs have dried up in many cities across America and rural areas too. I think you put together lack of jobs, you put together fatherlessness, you put together the social messages that we teach our kids in school. I think we've got to confront that and its effects.
Notice he did not link it to porn. Oh, they don't have jobs. I mean, I know when I'm idle, Josh Hawley says, I'm watching tons of porn, bro. Look, Joshua, if you have an issue with porn and how much porn you consume, that's on you. But let me speak in a language you can understand. Keep on, you donkey. None of what you're saying makes any sense. It is nakedly transparent that you are only trying to create a wedge culture war issue. And the fact that you are saying that you deny that America has been or is still systemically oppressive, not to you, not to white men, and that if it is systemically oppressive, it is because of men, it follows naturally and logically that would be the case because of the hundreds of years of white men being in power in America. The system was designed by white men. So whose fault would it be? Josh Hawley. And as far as a man being a husband and a father, what about unwed men who have no children? Are they not men? This is where all of this breaks down. They can't even define the terms that they insist we be upset about. He can't even explain what masculinity is. And the problem isn't masculinity, it is the obsession with masculinity. It's the obsession with being a man. Just be who you are. Take care of one another. Don't encourage insurrections and violent overthrow of the United States government, Josh Hawley. You callous-free clown. Masculinity. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. What is happening? You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you for all of your communications. Thank you for engaging with my content, liking and subscribing, commenting on the video. That's always a fun time. That's a great comment to leave. Commenting on this video is a really fun time. That's a comment you can leave right now. And apparently it games the algorithm to have YouTube serve this to new people so we can grow this audience and this operation. The other way, look at that segue. Look at that. The other way to grow this operation and is to support my work here on the platform. For as little as $2 a month, you can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast, or right here on YouTube, you can click the join button below this video and become a channel member for $1.99 a month. Anyway, I'm the worst. I will see you next time. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. I really, truly do. Until I do see ya, be genuine. Take care of one another.